Alright guys, now we ain't got no time for an intro, so let's get straight into it. Now the Lakers are trying to make the best out of what the Kawhi Leonard situation created for them, and they have been making moves in the last couple of hours. They signed Danny Green to a $30 million deal, they brought back Rondo, and the biggest one of all, they signed DeMarcus Cousins to a 1-year deal. Now, obviously, I personally don't believe that the Lakers have gone as good as they could have had they gone for role players from the beginning. However, getting DeMarcus Cousins, Rajon Rondo, and Danny Green is not a bad haul at all. You also have to remember they still have LeBron and they still have AD and Kuzma and Caldwell Pope. They're gonna be fine. People are scared thinking that the Lakers lost, and the Lakers are gonna be fine. DeMarcus Cousins is still one of the best players in the league, especially one of the best centers in the league, and he's going to be amazing paired up alongside Anthony Davis, and his shooting is going to be amazing alongside LeBron as well. LeBron is a player that's always been someone to try and do everything on the court, especially on the big man side of things. LeBron has been someone that has always tried to defend as much as he wants on the floor, as much as he can on the floor, whether it be on the perimeter or in the paint. And having DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis in the paint is definitely going to be a big helper for him. And Danny Green in the perimeter, as well as Kyle Kuzma, is really going to help him as well. Rajon Rondo is a great playmaker, one of the best leaders on that team last year. They're also bringing back JaVale McGee, who's one of the better rim protectors in the league, as he proved last year. The Lakers are going to be fine. The Lakers are going to be fine. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the Western Conference. And they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the league. I'm not talking championship here, but they're definitely going to be someone to look for. Now, we've seen this DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis movie before, and honestly, I think it's going to work out just fine. Because the time that they were together, they were clicking on all cylinders. They were firing on all cylinders. The problem was what they had around them. In the Lakers, however, this duo is going to get players such as LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma, and Danny Green, players who they can pass it to, players who can make their own shot. They'll be fine. They'll be fine, man. They'll be fine. Danny Green is one of the better 3-and-D players in the league. He's one of the better catch-and-shoot players in the league. LeBron James is one of the better players overall in the league. LeBron James is still a top 5 player in the league, no matter what anyone tells me. And Anthony Davis is also an amazing player, and DeMarcus Cousins is an amazing player. This team is going to be amazing to watch. This team is going to be amazing to watch because of how dominant in the locker room these players are. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and DeMarcus Cousins have always been alphas. They've always been, every team that they've been on where they've succeeded, they've been the best player on that team. And it's going to be funny to see how these three come together. DeMarcus Cousins does have some experience when it comes to bringing it down a notch and pleasing the rest of his teammates with the year that he spent in Golden State. I think the Lakers have made the most out of the situation. They're definitely trying to get out of this offseason with something and someone, and they are really succeeding at that, getting Danny Green. I would have liked them to get a JJ Redick, even a more elite shooter, but getting Danny Green was a really good outcome. Getting DeMarcus Cousins, amazing. JaVale McGee stays. Caldwell Pope stays. They are keeping some of their depth. They brought in some star power, some firepower alongside LeBron. They have some young people with Kyle Kuzma and Taylor Tucker. The Lakers are going to be fun to watch for years to come. On the other side of the ball, however, we have Russell Westbrook engaging with talks with OKC. As an OKC fan, I really am not surprised on that. I'm not surprised on what's happening. Russell Westbrook has probably should have had these talks a long time ago. He is a player that ever since KD got injured has really took it upon himself to do everything on the court, which really you would think that a player that's really good, if he tries and does and do everything, he will do it right and your team will win. However, with Russell Westbrook, that doesn't really work because he's not good at everything. He's one of the better passers in the league, one of the better playmakers in the league, one of the better slashers we've ever seen, one of the most athletic players we've ever seen, if not the most athletic player we've ever seen. But he's not a great shooter. He isn't the best player at making decisions when it comes to scoring. And Billy Donovan has really just given him all the goes, green light on everything to do whatever he wants, and that doesn't really work. I believe he probably will leave. He probably will be traded, and it's probably not the best thing in the world, but it's actually one of the better things for OKC. OKC just acquired Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's one of the better up-and-coming point guards in the league. They still have Dennis Schroeder, they have Danilo Gallinari, they have Jeremy Grant, they have Terrence Ferguson, they just drafted Darius Basley. They have a whole bunch of picks that they're bringing in. If they are able to trade him for, I don't know, a young small forward and some picks, or just a really, really, really good young small forward, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Some people are talking Heat. Some people are talking Toronto. If they trade him to Toronto, I don't think so, because they already talked to Toronto and those never got traction. But Russell Westbrook probably will leave. He's the last man standing from the 2012 era, and it's probably the best thing that can happen for OKC and for Westbrook, for him to leave the team after everything that has transpired in the last 5 years. Free agency just keeps amazing everyone, man, and if you have any opinions that you want to share with everyone, please leave them down below. Like the video if you want to hear more, unlike it if you hate me, subscribe if you love me. I'm gonna see y'all later.